Whenever we are taking decisions, we tend to give other people some higher level of credibility, don't we? We tend to think that maybe they know something that we do not know. We let them make important decisions for us. Sometimes we go to people for advice to help them understand our situation and understand from them, basically, and let them decide for us. And we assume sometimes we measure and go. Sometimes we think, oh, maybe because this person has achieved so much, maybe let's say they have achieved what you want to achieve in 10 years, they have already achieved. So you think, oh, maybe they are the right person to help me out and they will help me out. And their ideas and their guidance will be beneficial to me. But what we sometimes do not take into account is that not everybody is happy for us. And not everybody wants us to do well. And sometimes it does not even matter where they are in life. If they see more potential in you, if they have, it's not about people, it's about their own insecurities, their own demons that they need to conquer. They may be some along the line, they just, maybe somebody told them, maybe parents, maybe teachers, maybe somebody told them that they were not enough. And now they have succeeded. And while they have succeeded, maybe there is a insecurity, a feeling that what if somebody now overtakes me? What if somebody does it faster, somebody does it better, somebody does it more efficiently? It's not about them as people, it's not definitely not about them as souls. It is about their own shadows that they have not looked at. So we have to understand that all human beings have their shadow selves. They have a part of themselves which does not see things clearly yet. Yet. It does not see it clearly yet. So when we give the other person so much responsibility over our lives, when we give them so much regard, and when we let them decide important things for us, we have to take into account that maybe somewhere this person will not give me 100% clear or authentic answer. And that is where we make the mistakes because, and I did this a lot. I used to give positions, age, certain kind of rank, I don't know, a lot of different things, even sometimes just somebody being not me. And I would give them the benefit of the doubt. I would think, oh, maybe they know something that I do not know. And over and over, I started letting people guide me subconsciously. I did not do it consciously, but subconsciously, people were deciding things for me because I always thought I have to learn and I have to grow and I will learn from everybody I meet. And one thing that life has taught me over the years is that I already had all the answers that I was holding the questions for. I already knew everything. All I had to do was go within myself and ask my intuition, my higher self, and I could have gotten the answers. But I kept on validating everybody outside of me. And that is where we make a mistake. We make a mistake and we put too much credit into somebody else without seeing their journey, without seeing how much they have grown. Age or position does not mean anything because life for everybody will not be the same. It will not be linear. A lot of people have chosen to peak early in life. A lot of souls have chosen to do that. A lot of souls say, I will take a human life. I will peak in my early years and I will maintain it for the rest of my life. Some souls say, I will work hard on myself in my early years. And in the later years, I will peak and I will live comfortably. Then I do not want any stress or I do not want any worries. I want to live comfortably after that. Some will say, I am comfortable peaking at a slow pace as long as I keep learning also. Whatever way a soul decides to plan out their journey in this life. So, when we give too much credibility to another soul who is also learning, we kind of take on their own learnings as our own. We tend to make their mistakes on their behalf. We start doing things that they would have done, and now we are learning their last lessons also. We have to learn our own lessons, and now we're learning theirs as well. And then we are finding out that these people who were guiding us were not that proficient at all, and nothing against them. They are also learning as a soul. So, what do we do? First thing we need to understand is that all our decisions will be taken by us, and all the answers will need to come from us. If we are stuck, we can go inside to our intuition and ask our higher self. We can sleep with the question and next day request an answer. Just sleep with the intention that tomorrow morning I'll have an answer. There is a small voice in your chest that lives, that tells you exactly what you need to do. But the more time we spend on this dense planet, we tend to disconnect from that voice and we tend to not take it for its value. We tend to disconnect from it. Slowly, our job slowly is to come back to that voice. It is to connect again and again. And the more we do it, the louder it gets, the more obvious it gets. And that is when we realize that we were always guided. We did not have to look to another human beings for guidance or assistance, which might seem sad. Maybe now, not now that we have learned about it, but it might seem like, oh, I have nobody to learn from and nobody to guide me. But at the same time, we can also see that there is such a higher power guiding us. And what is better than that? Just a direct channel to the realm, the source, the divine. And if they start to guide us, what more do we need, right? So, understanding and not making this into a like go with God kind of speech, but at the same time, we need to understand that we ourselves are energy and the higher power is a bigger form of that energy and we're a small ember, a small molecule from that. And we are connected, right? We are that. So we already hold all the wisdom that we need in this lifetime. We do not need to seek it out from others. We do not need to seek it out from people who are also learning. Seeking it out from other people is like sitting in a classroom and asking amongst the students when the teacher is right there and available, right? Sometimes we do that because we don't want to be called out, right? We don't want the teacher to know that we have not understood. So we'll not ask the teacher, we'll start asking the students. But who will give the right answer? And who will make it simplest for us? And who will find out exactly what we are asking? And who will not be bothered by that question? It's always the teacher. So when you have a question, do not go to the students, go to the teacher.